We've made it down to the cabin. Here's the temperature. 15 degrees feels like 2. Oh God, he's watching me. What's up everybody? Welcome back to another video. Today we are at the farm and I'm gonna be staying in my converted minivan. It's about 4 o'clock right now and I do not want to be in the elements as of right now because I'm gonna have to deal with that tonight and tomorrow. So I think I'm just gonna chill out in our cabin here. Oh, and I just realized after editing the last video, someone wrote on some rocks. UNLES? What in the world is that? As you can see here, the creek is still flowing a little bit, but it's not flowing as much as it was last time we were here. Whoa, yo. That's not cool. Check this. You know what used to be there? The wood-burning stove. Where did it go? So I was gonna stay warm for a few hours. And they must be cleaning it or something. That's very odd. If I end up finding it in some other part of the property, I'll let you know. Maybe we'll just make one outside. I should have shown you this last time. This is a little 3D model of the property that the family owns. So right here, this red dot, that's where we're at right now. Right there is where I was fishing. I walked around the edge here, and then I drove up here, right close to the property line, about right here. And that's where I camped out and cooked that mountain man breakfast. This is all 160 acres of the property. I still can't believe that's gone. So weird. All right, well, the whole reason we came down here is because in about 5 weeks, turkey season opens. My buddy Remington is gonna meet me down here tomorrow morning, and we're gonna set up some trail cams to see if we can't get any pictures of turkeys running around on the property. Now that's the main reason we're coming down here, but I'm also gonna cook me and him not a huge breakfast, not a mountain man breakfast, but a good breakfast. And then also, for my personal preference, no. And lastly, a more personal thing is to see how much I can withstand the cold. It's supposed to get down to 14 or 15 degrees tonight, and I'm going to be sleeping in the van. I know people have done much colder, but this is going to be the coldest it's ever been for me. And I'm kind of excited to see how well I handle it. Anyway, I expected it to be a lot colder right now, but it's not too bad. Thank God the wind isn't blowing. Anyway, let's get a fire going. Oh yeah, she is cooking now. The wind sucks when you don't want to be cold, but it definitely does help when you're trying to build a fire. Alright, well I am getting a little hungry and I want to cook before it gets dark out because it sucks cooking in the dark. I've got spaghetti. It's going to be super easy. Noodles, pasta sauce. Done. This thing is not working very well. If anybody can tell me why this is happening, that would be great. It just keeps spurting or like putzing around. It should come to a completely blue flame pretty quickly. It'll take at least a minute, but it's probably been like 20 minutes now and it's still just putzing around. Well, change of plans. We've got an induction burner inside the cabin, so that's what I'm going to use to cook dinner. Well, here's the backup. Okay, well, this cooktop didn't want to work either. It got like really close to wanting a rolling boil, but it never did. So we're going back to the old-timey method, right on the coals of the fire. If this doesn't work, I'm not eating tonight. Oops. It's never as good on camera as it is in person. Alright, check it out. That is a lot more pasta than I thought it would be. Turned out pretty dang good. Alrighty folks, well this is it. I just warmed the van up. I just warmed the van up for the last time tonight. And we'll see how this goes. I think it's going to go well. I really do. I think I prepared well enough. But I did decide I am going to sleep on the clothes that I will be wearing tomorrow morning. because I definitely do not want those frozen. Definitely wear a beanie. That helped me last time. I was thinking about wearing my jeans to bed, but I think that'd be way too uncomfortable. I will say, everything that I wore kept me pretty dang warm, because I sat outside since probably 5 o'clock this afternoon, all the way until probably 8 o'clock. I wasn't too chilly. It's also getting pretty warm in here with me moving. Why can't I ever talk? It's also getting pretty warm in here with me moving around, but that is a good thing. My body heat goes up, and then when I get inside my sleeping bag and blankets, it'll warm my sleeping bag and blankets up, and it should hold all that heat together while I sleep. It's currently 28 degrees outside. Feels like 17. Now if we go to the hourly, when the sun rises right there, at 7 o'clock in the morning, it's going to be 14 degrees outside. That's not including the wind chill. So we will see how cold it actually is when I wake up. This thing's going to wrap me up like a burrito. Alright, well that's it for me. I'll catch you in the morning. It's currently 3 in the morning and just woke up. Not sure why. It is very chilly, but I'm doing okay. The wind outside is howling. You probably can't hear it, but it's blowing pretty dang hard. Alright, back to bed. Oh, it is cold. I'm so glad I brought those extra blankets, or that extra blanket. Dude, check out the sunrise. Actually, let's get the van started before we do that. Or not. The key fob's not working. There we go. Thank God. That would have been a fun start to the morning. It's currently 5:54 in the morning. There ain't no way I'm going back to bed. Check this out. Always looks better in person. Woke up at like 3 o'clock. My nose was cold, and that was about it. But besides that, the rest of my body stayed pretty comfortable. Alrighty folks, well, grab my toilet paper. We've made it down to the cabin. Here's the temperature. 15 degrees feels like 2. Sure as hell feels like 2, I'll tell you that. Alright, well, I just got another fire going. Lord knows we need that. Remington is supposed to be here in about half an hour, so maybe in about 20 minutes I'll get out the Blackstone, start warming that guy up, because it's going to need some time too. Well, I just tried working that camp stove again. Still didn't want to work. I don't know what the issue is. Quit that. I always forget about this guy. We've got the Idaho Spuds hash brown potatoes. This thing's great because all you got to do is add water to it, let it sit for a few minutes, and you're ready to go. Dehydrated potatoes. For our water, we're right back on the freaking fire, man. Alright, we got our hot water in our potatoes, so now we let them sit.
One sneeze and you get the wrong move.
I'm actually very... Surprised about that. All right, here we have it. Oh God, he's watching me. All right, well, we just finished breakfast and now we're going to set up some turkey cams. I'll meet you down at the field.
I'm half tempted to put one on the crack.
Where?
In the creek. Remember those tracks were over there. We'll go over there and look at it. See if they're using that to walk, which would make sense. Straight path off the creek bottom.
That's a roost limb.
See it right off the field there. Kind of same idea.
You could put it here, pointing this way. You'll see him walking towards the field. That's what you'll be seeing. What the dog doing? Come on, buddy. So we think that these turkeys are using this creek bed here to run all the way up and down our field and onto different people's properties. It's a great place for them to like stay out of the elements and just stay low without being seen by other animals or people. So we're thinking that's how they're crossing, but we're gonna set up a camera and see. That wind is unforgiving.
It does every Midwesterner ever.
It wouldn't be
Very
so
true.
cold if it wasn't for that wind.
And when we get closer to spring, we'll put it on video mode, see if we can get one gobbling.
All right, we'll be back in a couple weeks. See what we get. Alrighty, folks. Well, that's going to do it for today. I hope you enjoyed this episode. If you did, make sure to give me a big thumbs up. And if you're new here, make sure to subscribe because we do a ton of camping videos like this. Hopefully the next one's going to be a little bit warmer. Next week, I plan on going to a conservation area. And in that conservation area...
Hey,
What's the word?
I want to see what that skull looks like.
Anyway, like I was saying, next week I plan on going to a conservation area. And it's supposed to be in the mid-60s next week. So I'm super stoked about that. Super stoked? Super stoked? Super stoked. I say that a lot. Anyway, thanks for watching. I'll catch you in the next one.